That's strange, dude.
Very strange. Somebody who's not strange is Mick. Let me hear from him.
Yeah.
I reached out to him off the air. I said, hey, man, don't care if you hate me. Don't care if you think I suck on the show. But can we not push that narrative? Because I don't like
I
that.
like Mick. We handle things on the show.
That's right.
Like, we just handle it. That doesn't work. You can't go behind, Mick can say that in the show. He's made that clear. I respect that. But, like, you got to at least come on the show and say it. You don't go behind and go on the show. Did you do it before he came on, Justin?
No, it was after.
After. All right. Well, okay. So he did the show at least. But, I guess if his point is going forward, like, let's not hammer this into the ground. I guess I understand that. Right. I guess. Go ahead.
I really would appreciate if you didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
literally
fine.
The next day, Justin goes on the air in the first 5 minutes and doubles down on it. And that's because he truly believes it. And that's because he's retarded. But regardless, he truly believes that I'm doing that. So fuck him.
So you believe that, Justin, still?
I do. I believe he lies about pretty much everything.
Okay. I'm a maniac still. I can't help it. Mike?
I would rather. It is weird that he doesn't do this when he's on the show.
Yeah, I wish he'd done that last week here.
Right.
Although I think he tried a few times. And
This happened after.
Yeah, Justin was just overpowering him. So I do think he tried.
Right.
But Justin's a bully.
That's true. And Mick did the text is afterwards where it's like, I did this on the show today, and again, I'm going to try and reach out.
Yes.
And Justin just wasn't listening to reason.
Mick's in the right here. We agree on that.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. You agree with that?
Even
Sorry to you on Kane.
I think Justin had a good show. When
he had a very good show.
Took him apart. And
Kane was big on this at the movie theater.
Yes.
That was your topic number one.
But Mick's had the same behavior over and over again. I don't know. I don't see he's just going to keep doing the same thing over again. So
I think
if
that's true.
The entertainment you're looking for, then I guess that's what you're going to get. But
what are you looking for, Kane? What kind of entertainment?
Come in here and do it every single time. Bring the energy.
I just don't think he's going to come in here again.
Yes, he will. Definitely. 100%. Unless
I think it's better for him if he doesn't, honestly.
But why would you then keep talking about the show on your podcast if you don't ever plan on going back to the show?
Why do you think, though? Like, why are people listening to Beyond? If he's talking to Christian about the Celtics, I don't think maybe.
No, I get it. But he says he likes doing.
But for the same reason, he's probably going to come back in.
Yeah, but I don't think I want him in here anymore. Like, not in a bad. I just think it's not good for him. Like, I just don't think it's not. I think it's better for him if he does other stuff.
Yeah,
he can help out the show in other ways. Of course, that'd be great. I like Mick, but I don't want him. It's like the Steve from Gloucester thing. So, the little fellow from Australia is trying to book him next week, and Steve reached out to me, and as I recall, Steve said he didn't want to do it anymore because it's bad for his mental health, right?
Yes.
So then why? Then if I bring him in, and he has a bad show, then he'll blame me for having him in. I'm like, I don't need that shit anymore.
That's funny though.
What?
It's funny that he does that. That's what we like. That's the entertaining part.
I guess, but I'm like, I don't find
so
Steve
sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, we should have him in, Justin.
I'm ready.
I think it should be up to him. Like if he comes in has a bad show. And,
all right.
Well, no, like
just leave it up to him.
I guess we're done for I guess the show's done now.
He can't say afterwards.
Yeah, but he will. But it's like this is what you say about Mick. But he will.
Yeah, and then you just say, well, you know the terms coming in.
Okay, fine.
I would say no based on what you just said.
No, you know what? Fuck him. Book him. Book him. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Whatever. Get ready for me to be the bad guy next couple of months. Just get ready.
Justin Menner's pulling your strings again.
That's it. The two of them. But if Menners wants Steve, Menners is booking the show. You want Steve from Gloucester? Give him Steve from Gloucester. All right, back to Mick.
No, I have no energy to argue with somebody like that. You try to be open about shit. You try to tell people what's going on. If they want to mock you, if they want to tell you that you're fucking lying, okay. I don't give a fuck.
Just as I could like this, I believe Mick. He has health issues.
Sure, but he caused all this stir-up in the first place, didn't he?
I believe he has health issues too. I just think he was lying about losing 50% of his blood. I think he lies about everything.
But he said he has health issues. He's lying about that? Is
no.
Christian his cousin?
Well, I think
He doesn't lie about everything.
Okay, maybe.
And again, you trying to board a man's integrity, and this is what happens. Go ahead.
This stupid fuck. Fuck. Especially someone like Justin. I mean, look at the fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
This felt harsh.
And look, you can say whatever you want about me. You can say I'm annoying.
This felt a little.
There's no humor from.
This felt a little cover
bandish.
bandish. I thought.
This is what professionals do.
You thought? There might have been some influence. On Why You Laughing, I like to notice influences between comedians.
Yeah.
You think there's some here?
I take pride in it. Yeah, as a matter of fact. Go ahead.
This is just him getting riled up for the main event.
Coleman?
No, Gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about a feud that. I'm like, what? Who?
I don't understand why he's mad at Gaz. I know why he's mad at
Gaz
Justin.
trying to pump him up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what Gaz does.
And also, like,
Mick's thing is like Gaz a pervert. It's like, well, no shit, Mick.
sure. Yeah.
Nobody's doubting that. Trust me.
But like when I worked in Milton, I think Gaz was like probably the nicest guy.
Great guy. I saw him last week. He's a wonderful guy. He likes
Something tells me Gaz does not want to talk about that. And again, we're not looking to bring people down. We're not looking to cancel people, so we're not going to go there.
Which is going there.
No, not at all. Oh, he went there. Let me hear more about Justin.
You can say I stink on the show, Meek Mick. You can say that I'm never have a career in podcast. Say whatever you want. But I guarantee you this. If somebody reached out to me off the air and said, hey, I really don't like this, I would hope that you would respect me enough to not say this, I wouldn't say it. And yet, literally 15 hours after I sent Justin that text, he is on the air claiming that I, again, use health issues to try and gain sympathy from the audience. Fuck that kid. You fat fucking virgin. That's what you are. You're a fat, lonely piece of trash.
Hold on. Let's
Let me rewind and start calling again.
Let's sift through what's true and what's false. Okay. Just, are you fat?
I am fat.
Okay. Are you alone?
No, I have friends.
But, I mean, are you currently alone from a companion perspective?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a virgin?
No.
How many partners have you had sexually?
4.
Not the age of the partner. How many Four partners.
Yes.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Wow. I'm fucking Warren Beatty here. This guy.
That it felt like a rehearsed answer, though. I have to say, that was very quick.
This mic turn on Justin was very shocking.
Well, there's a lot. These two have a lot to unpack, I think. More than Mick and Justin, honestly. At least it's out with those two. Yeah, there's something in the air. 4. Okay.
How annoying is it that he does that and just doesn't come in here and do that same exact thing?
That's my only thing with Mick. If I could talk to Mick, I would say to Mick, like,
stupid.
Come in here and just say it. Like, say it. Like,
he's not afraid to do though because he has done it. He did it with me. He did it with Al. He's done it with you.
Yeah, but he hates Justin, and I guess. But I think if I hated somebody, I'd sprint to get in there. I'd be excited, but maybe he's a lover, not a fighter. I don't know.
But you could always bring Justin out here and have him here and do it right there, like that, right?
He might get physical.
Hammer it out. Oh, maybe. I gotta hammer it out here.
I don't know this, but maybe he doesn't do it with Justin because there's not a real source of the.
Yeah.
He's mad at Justin, but it doesn't seem like there's a real reason that it started.
It started with
and now it's developed with like Justin said the thing about the health, so now that's the reason.
Started with the comments, right? Reading the comments.
It started when I asked on a live stream. I was reading a comment and I said, "When was the last time you and your girlfriend?"
Yeah, he didn't like that, right?
But
doesn't it go further than
I think
that,
Mick
though?
knows that could be a mistake. Like I could have done that by accident if I was reading,
But he thinks Justin did it purposely.
Wasn't there another comment that you thought he was on drugs or something? And it was some other
things.
What
was that?
It's just fake nonsense. I knew if I made up with him last week, I said, "Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, we can like each other. We won't pretend to hate each other on the show." He would have done this 2 weeks now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. It's all the same. Whether it's not with me, it's with someone else.
What's worse? Justin saying that he's using his medical situation to gain sympathy from an audience, or calling a family racist. I think both are irrelevant. Personally, I think both are meaningless. But I'm wondering why he's so fired up about that.
I will say one is one. Somebody believes one, and somebody doesn't believe the other one. One is kind of a jest. Like, why would Mick think Justin's family was racist?
Yeah.
Like, again, Justin gets worked up. I don't want to defend Mick, but I don't think anybody believes, Justin, that your grandfather was a slave owner.
I have heard from people who said they reached out to him when Mick put that tweet out. They contacted him and said, "Yo, did you see what Mick was tweeting about Justin, about how he said all these racist things?" So people out there did believe it.
Who?
I don't understand.
This is Montante.
Yeah, okay.
I don't understand what you just said.
That's your source?
Yep.
Okay. Don't ever say yo to me again. Go ahead.
I wasn't saying
I'll fire
yo
you.
to you.
I'll fire you. Go ahead.
Who will likely die alone. I don't have the energy to argue.
That's a Kirk Minahan line right there. That's Kirk Minahan.
I just don't have it. And I know he said he apologized or whatever. I didn't get that text. I'm sure he sent it, but I blocked his number.
Did you apologize after the Mike Tyson tweet? You said you did.
I did. I sent him a nice text message.
What'd you say? I'm sure it was very nice.
Not sarcastic at all.
Try this fair life, which I'm dreading.
Hey man, I want to apologize. If I had known someone like Mike Tyson with his reputation, his history, not exaggerating things,
See, this I mean.
would claim the same thing happened to him, I would never have questioned anything you ever said. Hashtag Mick
See,
was right.
this is kind of your fault.
Exactly.
Lick my balls, you fucking racist.
I'm not going to pretend to like him.
I'll say I don't know if Mike Tyson's known for exaggerating. He follows through. You know.
Well, he just doesn't eat somebody's children.
I think he did eat Lennox Lewis's children.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People don't talk about that enough.
Good. Good. Here we go.
Nothing to do with the kid. I think he's a total dirtbag.
It's not bad.
A complete piece of trash.
Yeah.
Trash bag family. Family full of racists. A bunch of Klansmen. That's what they are. And that's who he is.
Justin, again, we're just going to fact check this. Anybody to your knowledge in your family member of the Ku Klux Klan?
No.
Do you? But in the history, because it's not as prevalent now.
Yeah, for a while, it was a fairly common thing to be a member of that.
No, they were never part of the Ku Klux Klan.
You've done entire lineage, you know that.
Yes.
Okay, now start digging.
Yep.
Be careful. You'll
Like
get.
a grab bag. He's out there.
Yeah, he's working it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
You know, to take that apology and shove it up Bill Trudell's anus. How's that sound?
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, fine. No, Justin's right. I fake health issues. He caught me. I'm looking for sympathy and all of that. But at least my dad doesn't kill people. You know what I mean? At least my dad's not a murderer. Your daddy's a murderer.
That is funny. I don't agree with the sentiment, but it's kind of funny.
It's a fair point, I guess. If you're,
Your daddy's a murderer.
Jesus.
Justin, thoughts?
I can't wait for Mick to actually die. Wow. Piss on his grave. I will piss on your grave. I will spit in Jen Mark's fucking face.
In his defense, you can't do that and then come in here and not fight back.
Of course
It's
not.
crazy.
Justin's got to fight back for that.
I can't wait for him to actually die. Prove it. Prove that your health issues are real and fucking die.
Wow.
Fucking do it.
Jeez.
So
Fucking,
you urinate in his mom's face? Is that what you
no,
said?
I'm going to piss on his grave
Yeah.
and spit in his mom's face.
What did his mom do?
I'm going to laugh at her. I'm going to say, haha, you raised a shithole son, a loser of a son.
I kind of like this, Justin.
Yes. He's great.
I mean, on that one, the Klan stuff, but that hits home. That's a real thing. I mean, his dad's not a murderer, but you know what I'm saying.
Well,
No, he didn't murder the guy. He was cleared, right?
Yeah.
It's not a murder.
He's
No.
justified.
Yeah.
This definitely started before the live
Some
stream.
say Dave and I are digging into it, but yeah, who knows?
that would be great.
I thought you'd like that story.
Right between the shoulder blades feels like a weird. But hey, listen, whatever.
It's just exhausting.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, Jesus! I was gonna say I can stop telling jokes if you'd like, Justin.
That would be great.
Why not just be like the poor kid is a mess? Like really? You know what I mean?
Because that's not my job. That's not up to me.
And that's not how you would handle it.
No, but
if Mick was saying this about you.
But I would. Actually, I would if Mick makes me laugh.
But if he was saying this about your family and
Yeah, I mean, I guess but I make fun of my mom and dad.
yeah, that doesn't feel like it's not making fun.
But I'll
for
say,
sure. I don't think he believes it. But it's not making fun.
That's the thing that's the thing is I don't think Mick believes it. That's
Right,
which is not, by the way, a great thing. I'm saying, like it doesn't,
That goes to his point that he's just making everything up. Then.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
do
fair.
this again in a week. He's going to say, "Oh, what I found out about Bill Trudell, what I found out about Justin's sister, blah blah." He's going to keep going and pushing and pushing. Eventually, he's going to say that like I raped someone. He's already been teasing it with Gaz.
Curiously.
This is what he does. He just makes up bullshit to wave his arms to get attention because he's a sad failure of a man.
I feel bad for him, but it's very entertaining for
Do you have
us.
a big bladder? Like, will you be a big piss on this
Oh,
grave? or
I'm
no?
going to fucking sit in the grave. I'm going to drink some fucking double IPA, some dark piss all over it. Oh, it's going to be great. It's gonna
How is that
stink.
for a tease?
It's going to stink.
Still a Team Mick guy, Dave.
Oh yeah, I'm a Team Mick and Team Justin.
Yeah,
guy.
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to be both. But
It is, yeah. You're walking
it's
both
hard.
worlds.
It's
Yeah.
tough. I mean, at some point, Justice is probably going to demand you take a side.
He'll never do that.
I don't think Justin.
Yeah,
would.
I wouldn't make him pick on a situation like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring out the best in each other.
Yeah.
How many more appearances for
They
Mick
really
before
do.
it gets maybe physical? It's getting close
That'd be
here.
a tough spot for Mick, I think.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I mean, Justin's literally.
Now he'd play like a little rat. You'd be like, "Oh, see, he hit me. I'm poor Mick."
impressions. Not one of the best you've ever done, but yeah, I suppose.
It's kind of his go-to impression.
Just shot him. He's like, oh yeah, we are murderers. Just fucking shoots him. It's like, that's a murder right there.
I could tell that was real. I didn't know if Justin was going to say it on the show, but we listened to it. In
Oh,
the
I had a
car,
feeling Justin was
and he
gonna be
turned to me and
triggered
goes, "I can't wait for this kid to die."
Legitimately. I can't wait.
So if he died, so all right, so okay. So today you get a call from Dave. Hey, like this is kind of weird. This is bad timing. Mick died.
You're not going to believe me.
What would you say?
I'd say good. I'd say, like, I understand, like, if you guys want to do, like, a tribute, something, raise money for the family, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not going to take a victory lap in public. I want to piss on his grave. I'm happy.
You
he's
wouldn't.
dead.
You wouldn't give his. Why would we raise money for what?
I don't know.
Crohn's.
Even though,
You think Justin hates Mick more than you've hated Murchison at this point? It's getting like
no.
Different,
I
I
would say,
understand, but-
I'd say no. Murchison, ruined my
jeez,
life, but
he
you know,
hates Mick.
mixing his head. They're in each other's heads big time.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way. Obviously, they can't fight each other.
No.
I wish there's something we could do to raise money for a common cause. I don't know what that would be.
Is Mick is it as bad for Mick as it is just. Cause I think Mick's doing it to antagonize Justin at this point.
No, but clearly the hell thing triggers
Yes.
Mick though.
Yeah.
That's the way Mick does it. Like they're both triggered in their own ways. I think.
I don't think Mick's as mad as Justin is.
And the girlfriend,
spent the
thing's
entire
a
week
low-key
fucking
big
tweeting
one,
about
too.
me.
Yeah. What's that, Justin?
He hasn't spent the entire week.
He does it
just
for
tweeting
that. That's
nonstop.
why he's doing it, though. I'm not saying you're wrong to respond. I'm saying that is why Mick's doing it.
Yes.
But nobody doubts that he was sick. So that's why I don't understand why that rubs him the wrong way. Like nobody really doubts that, right?
Except Justin.
Well,
I think he's a sick man. I don't think he lost half his blood. I don't, and I could be wrong on that. I think anything, if Mick says the sky is blue, I think it's green. He's a liar.
It's actually violet. Stuttering John taught me that.
I was just responding to Steve. So I tweeted A Real Pain, which is the movie with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg, which was great. It's my favorite movie since Oppenheimer. You should see it, Mike. You would like it.
Okay.
I said best movie of the year, and then Steve responded ahem, as if I forgot his film. So I do apologize. Best film of the year.
You didn't say best ending of the year.
No, not the best scene of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I a hero? No. I just hate communism.
What was the thing you wanted Steve and Justin Grace nominated or something?
Well, Variety does this Oscar thing, actors on actors, where
Yeah,
like Andrew Garfield talked to Zendaya or something.
That'd
I
be
would
great.
like Justin Grace and Steve to talk. I think that's reasonable. I mean, ultimately, how do we solve this, Dave? Or does it just float away?
I think it's
It
going to
doesn't
float away.
because he's going to
Away.
keep
Yeah,
talking about
talking
it
to
for the next-
Dave.
Yeah,
relax.
time will heal all wounds. Justin's a very forgiving individual, I believe.
He
I don't
is?
think he'll forgive
Yeah.
on this, though.
Justin's a very forgiving
I
individual.
hate that.
What?
I hate that. It's like, well, Justin's forgiven in the past, so he can just let it go this time.
I don't think.
Matt
Justin's
Damon.
not that forgiving of an individual. So
I don't think it's either one of you to forgive each other. I'm just wondering if there's a way we can do this that can actually be entertaining, as opposed to this sort of very angry back and forth.
Well, to Justin's, in his defense, Mick keeps running away or he runs out of studio and he's had those walkouts. So, I mean, he's always here staying fighting.
I mean, in fairness, Justin did say, I imagine knowing Justin, the offer still stands that he would go to Mick's place and do a live.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
But he rejected that, right?
He said he has no interest in it. You said what I said to the kid.
Well, I mean,
That's, I mean,
that Coleman
that's sad.
conversation was tough. Oh, not as dreadful as the one I watched last night.
I thought it was very good.
That was touching.
Today's biography, Larry Johnson, who passed away at the age of 75. Johnson actually passed away on Friday. Wasn't announced until today. Larry Johnson.
I think that he always gives himself, like, I know you're going to give me shit for this.
This biography gets wild in the last minute or
Yes.
so.
Yeah, that's
And
my
by the
favorite part.
Clemmer keeps looking over. Is it his obituary, I assume?
Yeah.
At one point, he's like, I never knew he liked to take walks. I never.
You spoiled my favorite part. Where it's the most, he's like, there's some really deep things in here, and then names the most
Yeah,
mundane.
grandchildren. Yeah, do you have that part or no? Do you have it cut up or no?
I just have the whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
Larry Johnson is a man that made his living being a cartoonist, but made his biggest emotional impact in a medium where you can't see a thing. So Larry Johnson,
When he had that line, he was like,
He was
oh,
happy
yeah,
about that.
now we're off.
Go ahead.
Larry Johnson, born 1949 in Boston, always loved art, wanted to be a cartoonist. So he went to the the school of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston and wound up being a professional cartoonist. He did stuff for WBZ4, that's CBS in Boston.
It's true.
ESPN.com, other media outlets.
Here we go,
But
though.
if you think Larry Johnson, you think cartoons, you think the Boston Globe.
That's right.
Especially that Sunday paper. You open up that Sunday sports section every week, and you'd have a Larry Johnson cartoon right there, smack in the middle of the sports section. And it was always kind of like the biggest story of the week or that day. And
Shut up,
it
you
was
retard.
A
No,
big part
I
of,
mean, what? No, I love LJ. I never gave a fuck about a cartoon.
No?
No, it's a cartoon. Oh, there's a cartoon.
It brightened people's mornings.
Story of the week.
It's almost like you hit record.
That was pretty legendary to look at the Big Show
obituary.
cartoons. Like you would see those.
Those I do
It's
remember.
legendary to look at them.
I obviously didn't care
It's
about them.
memorable. Like we're mentioning it.
I
now.
didn't care about them. Yeah, I feel bad. I'm banging on LJ. I loved LJ, but go ahead.
Clemmer left you no choice.
It's true. Oh, boy, when you find out the endorsement he gets later, though, that's what changes everything. When you find out who really liked him. Go ahead.
sports coverage you would find in New England in the 90s was that Boston Globe sports page. It had Will McDonough, Peter Gammons. It had so many great writers.
Hold on. I
Always
actually think
had
Peter Gammons left the Globe before 19, but that's okay. Go ahead.
that Larry Johnson cartoon. But for me, the biggest emotional impact Larry Johnson had was on the radio. He did a show on WEI, it's 8:50 a.m. in Boston, a sports talk station, and he did the weekends. Now, he did a show with a guy named Craig Mustard. Craig Mustard was a teacher. Larry Johnson was a cartoonist. Also, Larry Johnson, I should say, was I want to get this right, a youth minister and an evangelist. So they would call the show The Teacher and the Preacher. And it was this really casual conversation between two middle-aged guys, neither of whom wanted a career in broadcast.
Well, stop. If you were ever around Craig Mustard and you don't think that guy wanted a career in broadcasting full time and wasn't bitter about it, I mean, if he's going to do this, but I have to, if I know it, I have to editorialize it, do I not? Sure. I mean, Craig Mustard was bitter as the day is long. And by the way, he's still not returned that Bruce Springsteen book I lent him 12 years ago.
I remember as a kid, I remember hearing that they wanted to put him with Jerry because he was a big liberal or something.
Yeah, maybe. I think he was one of the first guys they talked to before John started working with my former partner. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Good careers. It's a teacher and a cartoonist. They seemed happy with those. But it was like almost like this like labor of love. And they would do the show every weekend. You could tell they got along really well. And sometimes it would be goofy. Sometimes the show would be corny. But it was two friends talking about sports that
at its
was
core,
the soundtrack of my weekends. And I'm sure for a lot of sports fans, I can't tell you how many errands I ran, how many trips to the grocery store.
I can't tell you how many errands I ran.
Fun things I did.
I like that.
Fun things I did.
If there were fun things, I suspect he would have listed them.
What are you doing?
I don't imagine Clemmer was surfing with Mustard and Johnson in the background.
I thought Mustard Johnson was a perfectly good weekend Saturday show. I did. Like, I think people liked it. They had their core. You could set a watch. The show was a repeat show every week.
Yankees fans.
9:42 Joey in North End would call. 10:50 Danny and Quincy. Larry knew them all.
Mike and Canton. I think
Joey from North End would call in 4 minutes in. Larry, oh Joey, I forgot to mention because we were emailing this week. How's your mother's prostate? It would be like every show.
Yeah. In a way, reminded me of like
he was a very sweet guy. He really was.
I liked it in the way that I liked Car Talk because I was like,
absolutely.
These corny old guys. They do exactly what they want to do,
and they were aware of what they were.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was and they would argue at the time the last couple of years on the show when I did the show with my former partner, they would argue as much as anybody except for us at the end, which I liked. Like it was way better than. I'll just say this: somebody pushed a future midday and morning talk show host out of her canal, and that woman liked Larry Johnson more than their son, and I don't blame her. You'll hear that in a minute or two. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I don't blame her. And I don't blame her.
I ran. How many trips to the grocery store? How many fun things I did during the day in those summers where I would have on Mustard and Johnson.
Clemmer just fucking away with Craig and Larry in the background.
Fun things.
All kinds of summer activities.
Yeah, here's Dan the wrestling goon calling with, was that his name?
Yes. Clemmer's spiking a beach ball is Frank from Gloucester.
We had him. We had to get him back. Curtis, get him back. That guy loved Dan the wrestling goon. What a loser. Good.
And it was this really relaxing, perfect weekend show for a sports
This was not.
And it's funny.
Clemmer's talking about. I know he's trying to kill 2 minutes, but this was not that great a show.
But 25 years.
There's some nostalgia.
You don't get that on
to it.
weekend shows. Like that doesn't.
A station like that with Chach booking it, sure. I mean, if those guys are answering the phone, Chach is booking them.
They got done dirty too, right? At the end, weren't they fired?
Yeah, it was terrible, Dave. They were in 26 ratings. They were doing a weekend show for 90 years.
That's what I'm saying, but they fired them. That's like the least of EEI's problems. I think
so Larry used to say, because they always moved it around. We're the only show on wheels, he would say.
I like that.
Oh, LJ was awesome. I wish I had my old EEI email account because he would send, like I said, I would do something. Like when I got suspended for the Red Sox, he sent me this long, he was great. It was always LJ at the end, and he even drew a couple cartoons of me, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Wow. He did.
Yeah, this is where I bond with Clemmer is like, I don't have that connection with Mustard and Johnson, but I would talk about like Steve Summers like this.
Sure. Yeah, I would talk about Mike and the Mad Dog like this. I get it, but I don't think Clemmer, who lived in New Hampshire, had this much of a connection to Mustard and Johnson, in my opinion.
They had a station there.
He listened to him.
And he was in New York a long time, too.
They were the soundtrack to his weekends.
Yeah, that's probably true. Go ahead.
Larry Johnson's personality was so warm on air.
He said this 5 times.
I felt like I knew the guy. But reading his obituary.
Oh, here we go.
Really didn't know him at all.
Hold on, pause. So, that would be like, there was a catcher named Mo Berg in the 40s.
Yeah.
And they made a movie of this book later on. He was a catcher, but he was also a spy at the same time.
Oh, my God.
So if you didn't know that and you read his obituary, you're like, oh, I just knew he was a catcher. But My God, he was a spy?
He had a whole nother life.
I would say, holy shit, this is wild. Well, that's
Holy shit!
That is nothing compared to what you're about to hear.
This
from
would be
Clemmer.
like if you knew what I know about Larry Johnson and then found out like he had an illegitimate kid that he told to fuck off
No, he was
years
actually,
ago. Like,
or
he
even
was
more,
just a piece of shit.
he was actually all three Larry Johnsons, the basketball player and the running back at the same time.
yeah. You're like, oh my God.
Jeez, this is incredible. Well, that's nothing compared to what you're about to hear.
His obituary, I really didn't know him at all. Now I knew he was an evangelist. I knew that he was married with 2 kids. I didn't know he was a grandfather. I didn't know he was a grandfather.
That is shocking.
It gets better, though. You think that's crazy? Go ahead.
I didn't know that he loved to walk his dog.
Collectively, jaws around New England hit the floor.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
Well, before your meter dies, he already knows that.
This man walked his
Yeah, he walked his dog and shit over Tommy Harper's lawn.
I remember how many arguments I would get into friends when I was like, bullshit, he walks his dog. Larry Johnson? I don't think so.
Grandfather, get
Larry
out of
Johnson.
here.
He might have had a kid, but that kid's womb is busted. He's not going to have grandkids. No fucking chance.
And certainly not a great grand.
No, that has to end there. What else?
I didn't know that he loved to walk his dog. He loved learning a new word every week. He loved traveling. And
I will say this: if Clemmer knew that, he would be arrested for being a psychopath.
No, to be fair, I always heard it. I just thought it was the Chiefs running back. I didn't realize it was.
That's true. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You think it was grandmama? Go ahead.
you know, it's funny, but the reason I guess I felt like I knew him was because on air his personality was so warm and welcoming.
Was he warm on the radio, Clemmer, or no? I mean, I loved LJ. Was he that warm? Clemmer says he's warm 7 times in 2 minutes.
I would have to take this jacket off if we were listening.
Jesus, God.
You felt like you were in the studio with.
This is a
Buster
guy,
Johnson with-
Dave, looking, he's just trying to kill time here.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I mean, his head is spinning right
No
now.
need to go over 3 minutes with this one.
I believe he liked Larry Johnson, though. That I do believe.
I got you, but I mean, like,
Once
this
we
is-
hit grandkids, it
he's
was-
now
yeah,
like, he's stuttering, he's pausing, but
Walking the dog might be the most ridiculous thing he's ever said in his life.
learned a new word every week. Is that what he said?
That's a little crazy.
Is that really that impressive? I don't mean to be an asshole. He learned a word a week?
52 words a year?
In 10 years, he learned 520 words? Was he fucking brain dead? I didn't even get that.
Could write a 2-page paper with that.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I'm like Clemmer. I actually knew. I'm starting to think I might have to take over biography.
Oh,
I don't know how to do it,
Be
but
devastating.
It doesn't take much.
someone has to do it. I mean, this is a disgrace to LJ's legacy. Legacy, Clemmer. Learn it. Okay?
Good word.
Learn it. Yeah, learn
It's
it.
one for this week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. He walks his dog, right? I would imagine, Clemmer.
You know, I don't know that.
Well, he's big into those dogs, so probably.
And I don't want to
I
know.
don't know
until-
that about him yet.
Until his
Yeah.
final days.
We'll find out.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know that about him yet. Go ahead.
Mustard and Johnson with them. I guess that's why you have this familiarity with him because like I said, he was
We
just
know,
so-
Clemmer. We know. It's like they were very personal, so it's like you knew them, but you didn't actually know them. That's the beauty of radio. You get connected. It's like me. It's why people love me. They think they know me. We made this. We talk about this and that. We got it. We've got it, Clemmer. Now tell me what somebody else thinks of LJ. Please, please.
just so kind on air, or gave off that appearance that he was so kind on air. But I guess the good news was that kindness was not fake. I talked to one of his coworkers today, Mike Manansky, who said that.
Hold on.
Him-
Hold on.
I didn't
I
make
found
it
a
this
man who was
far.
doing nothing.
I talked to Mutt driving in this morning because we hadn't talked about LJ yet. And he's like, this is the saddest thing anyone's ever said to me. He said, Clemmer and I were talking about his Monkey Boy documentary. Then he started asking me about Larry Johnson.
I thought for sure it was about this. I didn't realize he called.
I said to him, I said, Mutt, literally shoot yourself. buy a gun and shoot yourself in the. I'll pay for your credit card bill. Shoot yourself in the head right now.
Mutt, while I have you.
That's one way to file for bankruptcy.
True. Go ahead.
Him and Larry got along really well, and
Hold on. This is like sad Clemmer now. Got along really well. Like that emotion. You know that emotional Clemmer.
It's a tough day for Mutt more than anyone.
Yeah, right. Mutt did like 2 shows with him. Jesus.
why would he call and talk about Monkey Boy?
Because he's from New Hampshire, Mutt. Mutt's into it. Well, Mutt's into this monkey. He's super into it.
Well, also, he
Hold your breath,
introduces
Mutt. That's what
Coming
I'll
out in
say.
2027.
Yeah.
he introduces like Mike Manansky, who used to work at WEI. For the people that don't
Right.
are listening to this but
Right.
don't know who that is,
Right.
but like someone that doesn't know Mutt is supposed to be like, oh my God, this poor guy.
Wow.
He lost,
okay?
He lost Larry Johnson.
Well, it's not just Mutt. We'll soon find out. Go ahead.
Mother was a big fan of Larry Johnson. Larry would always ask me, how's your mom doing? Every time he saw him.
Run that back. Run that back.
Him and Larry got along really well, and Mutt's mother was a big fan of Larry Johnson. Larry would always ask, hey, how's your mom doing? Every time he saw him. You look at Twitter today, anything like Boston sports media, and everybody had nothing but just kind words to say about Larry.
I find it weird. I'll be honest. I find it weird that Clemmer doesn't mention me in this thing.
I thought that's who when he said
weird.
When he said Mutt's
it's
name.
just strange. I don't really understand. I'm fine with it, but it's just very weird.
When he said Mutt's name, I thought he was going to mention.
I'm glad he didn't. But it's just like he's like everyone on Twitter. I'm like I know this guy. It's very strange. It's very funny.
I'm half expecting him to start reading out like Minifan tweets.
Yeah.
About it.
My mom fucking hated LJ.
I know.
Hated him.
It'd be great if like Ted Sarandis really ripped into Larry Johnson. I mean, just some random guy shit on him.
Dale. Did we get a Dale tweet?
I did not see a Dale tweet.
Did we get a Blue Sky from Dale?
Oh, is he on Blue Sky?
Oh, that's
point.
right.
Oh,
He's moved?
Got to join that.
Head over to Blue Sky. I looked at it the other day. It looks exactly the same to me, just like bargain basement Twitter.
It's Twitter, yeah. And it's been, I don't know why everyone now is, they did this in 2016.
Well,
Like,
that's
hey,
why.
go to
Well,
Blue
you know
Sky.
why. Yeah.
No tweet.
Nothing.
His last tweet is a retweet of Bill Ames. And if only there was a place where the sky was blue.
Are you sick, Justin?
A little bit, yeah.
How can you tell?
Jesus. You didn't have to come in then if you're sick.
I'm fine. I'm just a little cold.
Okay.
Stuffy.
Don't get me sick. You can get Dave sick now.
I've wiped everything down, washed my hands.
You haven't wiped him down.
That'll do
He's
it.
the one who's sick.
Oh, Jesus.
Coughs on him.
Oh, great. If I get sick, Justin, that's not going to be good for you.
I know.
Don't get me sick.
I won't.
Okay. How do you know?
'Cause
Who put that up there?
I did, but I wiped it down.
When?
Earlier.
After you put it down there?
Yeah.
He's lying.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, a life well lived. LJ was a super guy. And you did see everybody. I saw Glenn and Jerry and everyone kind of weighing in and saying one of the good ones.
We heard the biography. Everyone had nice
That's
things
true.
to say.
I didn't know that about him. I did know he liked to walk his dog. I assume he threw his dog out the window.
Go ahead.
Go walk around, asshole. I assumed he learned no new words from me. They probably never learned a word, I thought.
Up to age 10. I thought that's when he got all
I
his.
thought nudged, I couldn't speak. I'll say this about LJ. I don't know if this sounds weird or not. One of the few black guys with a Boston accent.
I've always thought that. Him and Wiggy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Mike Jarvis, the old basketball coach. Is that, do you, I know you don't think of people that way, Dave, but you notice that about him or no?
I've never thought of it. No.
I've always found it true. In fact, for
Truthfully, I
years,
don't speak to many black people, but,
for many years, I assumed he was white because of his accent.
I just found out he was black right now.
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, you could have found out.
I was a Planet Mikey guy.
Yeah, he's black, he could have said. Clemmer could have told us. But I will say, obviously, he was like,
Things I didn't know about him.
he's black. He averaged about 3 shows a week in total.
4 shows.
Hmm?
I'd say probably average 4 shows.
He sounds terrible.
We're getting sick. It's just happening.
We could do the math.
Yes. Go home. Go home. You're dismissed. Go home. You're sick. Leave, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody sick. It makes me feel sick. Thank you.
Oh, this
Go
is
home.
sad.
Oh, I mean, he's sick.
I suppose.
Yeah. No?
It feels like a punishment. That's the only reason.
No,
I
I
say
don't,
it.
I don't like people. It makes me.
He
no?
probably does feel better. Like yesterday was probably a sick day. I bet.
Well, come in tomorrow if you feel better. Yeah. What do you think, Dave? Well, how'd you feel when you walked and you heard him like that?
I didn't feel great about it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought I said something was wrong with the mics when I first heard him.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but it's just take the. I'm saying take the rest of the day off.
All right, you caught me off guard last time I was in. Asked my favorite movies in the 90s. Was not quite
Would you say
prepared.
Top Gun?
Like I said, Top Gun, which made 1986.
That's correct.
So I've taken the time since then, at least 5 minutes, and I have my top
Oh.
10, my own personal top 10 movies in the 90s.
Top 10 movies. This is a direct competition with Clemmer.
Well, he's doing a top 100.
Well, he's in the top 10 now.
So mine might be.
How long has that been going on for? Like 2 years?
He's been doing it since he was fucking.
When he's with here, with
Yeah.
Going to a movie every day is a tough task.
Clemmer told me his idea for next year, his movie idea. It's classic Clemmer. It's so confusing. It's so dumb. I'm
Can you say it, or are you gonna wait for?
No, let him do it. Go ahead.
So I figure you guys go back and forth, and see either how many turns it takes you to get all 10, or who can. You're already rolling your eyes. It's a terrible game.
Go ahead. All 10.
Or if you guys each had 5 guesses, so 10 guesses total, how many of the 10 you would get? Of my list of 10. There's only a top 10 here. Plus it also receiving.
Dave, what is this?
It's a game.
It's not a game.
It is a game.
It's an activity.
Barely.
Yeah.
It's a game. Who gets, if you both guess 5 times, who gets the most of the 10?
It's pulling a rock up a mountain.
It's not. It's nothing. It's guessing back.
Well,
and
we'll go.
like
All right.
me.
Simba can go first. Go ahead.
Okay.
Braveheart.
Not in the top 10.
Forrest Gump.
Not in the top 10. My own personal. Not in the top 10.
Of course you're. What else would it be?
Speed did. Let's see. Speed. Also receiving votes with Speed. Did not make the
The
top.
Fugitive.
No.
Fucking top 10. Titanic.
No. I never saw Titanic. It's full.
Blue Chips.
Is that 90? There is sports movies on here, but that's not one. No. I'm a basic moron. There are some really easy
Well, we've
ones
guessed
here.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump was the
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. That was
Titanic. These are big movies. The Fugitive was a huge movie.
Not sure I saw it.
What does that mean? How you do this? Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of something just super generic. Fucking An Officer and a Gentleman.
That's the 80s.
Legend of the Fall.
No. I have the wrong decade?
Sports movies.
This would be great. If I ended up having the wrong decade here, that'd be out.
Program. Well, you're saying sports movies from the 90s. I don't know. Go ahead.
Fucking Con Air.
No. Do I have the fucking wrong decade?
Well, give us one of them.
Point Break.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
That's
Give me
number
another.
9. Hunt for Red October.
Okay,
Oh, that one we should have gone.
but like I don't know why you think that's so obvious. We should get that.
I just thought like, cause I'm a typical like
Oh, but,
aging mid 40s loser. Like what movies would I have liked in the 90s being in my teens?
Okay, Hunt for October came out in 1990. Like it's not, it's just not. Sports movies. Which sport?
Tremendous soundtrack too in this movie.
Which sport is it?
Football. Left the theater cheering after this movie.
In the 90s.
Yes.
Soundtrack.
Multiple cars were doing the same exact thing with their windows down after this movie. At Tingsboro at the AMC.
Varsity Blues.
No, also receiving votes.
I'm sure this list is just so dumb.
Rudy.
Go, I mean, okay, okay, go ahead.
Rudy was
Because-
90s?
Yeah, 93, I think.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Schindler's List.
Also receiving votes, but did not make it.
This
I was going to say Jurassic Park, but you've never seen it.
Have never seen Jurassic Park. Fuck. Family watch the other night. I refused to watch.
Jerry Maguire.
Did not make the list. Did not make also receiving votes.
That was a good pick.
Give us an actor.
De Niro.
A Bronx Tale.
Also receiving votes.
Goodfellas.
Number 1.
There we go.
We can just throw them out. We don't have to go back. We have something. Go for it. Give me number 2. Give me the actor.
Morgan Freeman.
Shawshank Redemption.
Bang.
Number 3 actor.
Joe Pesci.
My Cousin Vinny.
No.
Oh, that should be on there.
JFK.
No.
The Super.
Green Mile. in the
No.
90s?
Lethal Weapon 2.
No. This was almost number 2.
We said Goodfellas.
Okay.
Joe Pesci?
Was this not 90s? Maybe I fucked this up.
What
Air
is it?
Force One.
Casino.
Oh, Casino. Okay, yep. There you go. 95.
Love Casino.
Heat.
Also receiving votes. I missed Heat.
Okay.
I know you and Bill Simmons, big Heat fans.
This came out in 95, but yeah. Oh, I missed it.
Marky Mark.
Boogie Nights.
Number 4.
What's the character's name in that movie?
Dirk
There you
Diggler. Rudy Rudiger, number 5. Hunt for October 6.
What don't we have?
Number 7, Robin Williams.
You do that, but he's in a bunch of movies in the 90s.
Okay.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Go on.
was gonna say,
Right.
I had to
Classic retard movie. Yeah, go ahead.
Tom Hanks.
Castle.
Feel like
Castle was
Castle.
2000.
Who is it?
Turner and Hooch. Apollo 13.
Also receiving votes.
Armageddon.
I could have. Oh fuck, that's a good one.
Happy Gilmore.
Did you expect the game to go like this?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, that was number 8. Yes. Point Break 9 and the number 10 would not. No one get it.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
Alec Baldwin.
Outside
Provo.
Providence.
Bang.
Oh,
Have we
I
talked about
love
that before?
fucking
No, but he
movie.
said outside before he said Alec Baldwin.
Oh, you heard me. Gotcha.
That's a great,
Criminally underrated 90s movie.
Great movie.
Told you it was a terrible game, Dave.
Play the game.
Shocked.
How is it not a game?
Forrest Gump wasn't on there.
Give me the top 10 list again. Hold on. Call Clemmer. I'd be curious to hear Clemmer's take.
He's also the third. He's the third movie guy, but I think Cinema is like the movie guy ahead of Clemmer in the KMS world.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm begging to win that Fan of the Year award.
That's trying.
Hello.
Big moment for you right here. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Mike Medansky is going to give you his top 10 movies of the 1990s.
Oh, wow. All right. The Menansky list. I'm excited.
10 to 1. Go ahead.
You want 10 to 1? Ready?
10 to 1.
Number 10, Outside Providence.
All right. Yeah, like it, don't love it. Yep.
I agree.
Number 9, Point Break.
That's dumb.
Good movie. That's a good movie.
Point Break's awesome.
It's fine. The ninth movie of a decade?
No.
Number 8, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's in my top 20, I think.
Overrated. Go ahead.
Number 7, Good Will Hunting.
Overrated.
Yep. Fantastic.
Number 6, Hunt for Red October.
I don't like it as much as others. I understand.
It's boring.
It's not for me, but yeah, I think it's boring too. But it's not terrible. I guess it's way too high, but all right.
I know you don't like sports movies, but Rudy, number 5.
That's horrible.
I fucking love
that's
so
dumb.
so rewatchable. Excellent Jon Favreau in there. I could watch that today.
Yeah, he's great in that much.
He is. He's like the fat guy.
What a
when he goes to Miami.
What a performance.
6 minutes total, maybe.
Is he a pervert in that movie?
No, he ends up dating.
Is he a pervert for girls? Isn't that why he meets up with
No,
Sean
he's
Astin?
the real reason you cry, right? I mean, like, who's the
that?
wild man now? Is what starts the tears.
No, I mean, that's the thing is, what Mutt thinks, Clemmer, is like, if you cry, you can manipulate anybody to cry. It doesn't mean it's a great movie.
Oh, Rudy's a great movie.
Rudy's not a great movie.
Rudy has great.
Here we go.
Rudy has great rewatchable moments. Like as a human being, you cry. But
Vince
it's like,
Vaughn at practice.
in real life, he was also like 70. Rudy.
Meanwhile, you were from first team to scout team.
You think they really put the shirts on the thing?
No,
like that?
we know it's fucking fake, but it's still a good movie.
He's also a weird loser, Mutt.
Yeah, he's like a
when he
scam
does it,
artist.
That's weird behavior.
Yeah, he's like a
who is?
He's like a pyramid scheme guy, isn't he, Rudy?
Who?
Rudy.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a weird behavior for someone to do. He's a psycho.
He's a psycho. He's like he won't leave.
Oh, you played with. Okay, well, hand up. I was that underachieving athlete who would play extra hard in practice. So maybe
No,
I
you
relate to
weren't. You didn't go to a college for like 1,000 years
in high school
and try to join the football team. No, you didn't.
Also, the idea that Mutt would like go back and work at like a coal mine. He can't even work now.
Clemmer, give me a break. For 30 years, you didn't work either. So
Number
calm
4.
down.
Number 4.
That's not true at all. That's not true. It was a year during COVID, you fuck.
Do you know right now, if he was still alive, Clemmer, Larry Johnson could be walking his dog right now?
Imagine the word he would have learned this week. You guys laugh.
What would you have done? What would you have done if that obituary had crashed right there and you couldn't read it? Would you just call it a day?
I think he did it. I think I'd be in real trouble.
Go ahead.
Number 4, Boogie Nights.
Great movie.
Oh, that's a fantastic movie. That's a good pick.
Number 3, Casino.
Oh, yep. I love that movie.
Overrated.
Shawshank 2.
Great.
This list is getting a lot better, Mutt.
Goodfellas 1.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. The top 5 is fantastic, Mutt. So I guess everything after Rudy is great. Or before Rudy, whatever.
Is Rudy in your top 100 or no?
No.
Oh,
no.
fuck
off. Wow.
And no one who listened to LJ would not have Rudy in their top 100.
Why you say that?
Yeah.
LJ's a Rudy guy.
Yeah.
He scouted the draft more than anybody.
That's true.
Huge draft guy.
Why are you trying to ruin
soundtrack of my
LJ's
weekends.
good name?
I know.
That was the soundtrack of your weekends, huh?
It was.
Oh, and mine too. Mine too.
And you're wrong, Kirk. I spent a lot of time. I was in New Hampshire my entire 20s and my teens.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know he was a grandfather. I didn't.
And also, you were wrong yesterday, too. Peter Gammons was absolutely the Boston Globe in the 90s. What are you talking about?
When did he go to Sports Illustrated?
He did both.
Oh, you both at the same time? You did
Still
notes
did
for
notes,
both?
Yeah. That Sunday notes column was like my Bible. Like every Sunday you'd read that religiously. It was the only info you got.
Yeah, well, get ready for that Gaiman's biography. That'd be my piece of advice.
That'll be I'll be really sad about that
No,
one.
Gaiman's actually, I know he's lost his mind, but he's actually a very nice guy.
Sweet guy.
Very
Sweet
nice
guy,
guy. Very good guy.
Very
All right.
nice. Yeah, I met him a couple times. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, goodbye. See you. There you go. Monkey
All right.
Boy. Big documentary next week.
Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Yep.
Hello. Idiot.
Woo! Kirk is Kane is able.
Kane, how are you?
How you doing? Aren't you so glad I hold you accountable?
Kane, there's nothing more important to me than you holding me accountable for something, yes.
Thanks, Rich. You want to play a quick game of geniuses?
Sure, why not? You know the answers.
All right. Who won the Masters in 1988?
Are you going to answer, Kane, or am I going to answer?
You go ahead.
Okay. The 1988 Masters was won by Sandy Lyle.
Lyle, I knew that.
Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to hear that, Kane. Yeah.
All right, one more.
One more.
The last Triple Crown winner in Major League Baseball.
The last Triple Crown winner in Major. I'll probably be wrong because I don't follow baseball that much anymore. Has there been one, Justin, since Cabrera?
I think so.
Oh.
A couple of years ago, I think there might have been.
Oh, somebody went. Am I wrong, Kane? Is it Cabrera?
Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, okay,
yeah. You got it.
Thank you, Kane.
Anyways, I'm here with Mrs. Ford. I gotta
go.
go.
Oh, cool.
They
No,
should,
yeah.
They should call her the Drip Lord.
Thank you. Thank you, Kane. Can we have Kane, this guy, instead of the real Kane? Who's in Monday?
John Warren.
John Warren. And Mike?
And I believe so, Mike.
Okay. All right.